to that. Ball ricochets off the stumps. In the process, Kuwait collects another single. I'll pose a question that I just posed to our viewers, Sadbhai. Back in the days, it's always said that Test cricket was the examination and limited overs cricket was the exhibition. But now with the way T20 cricket is going, I feel that T20 cricket is a challenging examination by itself because you don't get allowed many mistakes and you have a limited time for recovery if you do make one. And that's a magnificent hit. Has it been taken? It's been taken. Pandip Singh, deep mid wicket, takes the catch. And the Malaysian team gathers.
It was not easy catch, Jamal, but these Singh brothers both are safe hands, and he catch.
They've got hands like trawler nets, big hands, very safe fielders, very good cricketers. And all the viewers back home in Malaysia, they would love that result. Somebody needs to stick with the captain. Kashif is playing a lone hand, carrying this Kuwaiti side, taking them inch by inch closer. But he will ideally need support from one or two of his batsmen if Kuwait are to chase down this target of 163 for victory here at the Singapore Indian Association cricket ground. I think if day one is anything to go by, this ICC World T20 qualifier Asia final is going to be a magnificent event. Well, I've got my batting partner here, Arjun. Welcome to the come box again.
Yes, just gave Saad a very good send-off there. Have to be here to understand what that meant. Yeah, so I was listening to your point about Kashif.
Bilal Tahir has just walked in to join Kashif.
And how he's actually played the right role in his team. So it looks like he's strong enough to, and really good fast hands, good bat speed, puts away the bad balls, takes his and then rotates the strike. I mean, like you said, sometimes I think people get carried away in how they want to play T20, and I do feel that's where Kuwait kind of maybe lost the plot at the start of the game, and shouldn't have been losing 3 wickets that early, especially seeing that rain was going to threaten as well. That brought the Duckworth-Lewis score up. And you do feel that if one of those guys who looked like they could hit the ball a long way too had stuck around, this probably would not be as, the requirement wouldn't be that great.
Yes, Kashif just needs somebody to hang around with him.
Yep.
So Ajay, I'd like to put the question to you as well, which I put to the viewers. Back in the day, Test cricket was known as the examination. What a magnificent shot that was. Kashif, innovative, brilliant.
And a touch of West Indies there in that shot. So,
absolutely, he got calypso with it.
Yes, and that brings him to his 50. So 51 runs there, and I think his bat really well deserves his 50. If they could just probably it's come to that point in the game where he has to look for that one big over to see if he can, well, maybe 20 is pushing it, but 15 to 18 runs somewhere. If he can find those runs and bat till the end, Kuwait might just have a chance.
Yes, I think he's batted really intelligently, and this might be that big over they are looking for. I have the feeling this will go to the last over. Well, as we speak, he's kite one.
Take a bit of catching,
And he's taken it.
and they have been really good in the field, I think, Malaysia.
And the hands come off the handle.
Very interesting point. We just brought it up about putting his bat under his armpit, so maybe a big no-no.
Yes, I think for any of the youngsters watching as well, we were just speaking off air, and I just pointed and said to Arjun, Kashif just put his bat underneath his armpit, and that's where all
Handle, I suppose, yeah.
the bat handle, and that's where all the sweat gets on the grip, and that might not be too good. And the next ball he plays the lofted shot, and the hand comes off the handle.
Yes, and maybe in that regard, the shot selection. I mean, he just played a great shot before that, got his 50. And then at that point, it should have been a sort of milestone reach, but the game's not finished. I think too many times happens in cricket when you scored that milestone figure for yourself. But there's a bigger picture involved here, and how many times do you see that after 50 or after 100? Not long after. Most batsmen tend to get out.
Yes, I think in Kashif's case, with the run rate required creeping past 12, and with not many batsmen looking like they're willing to hang around, might have felt the pressure or the need to do a bulk of the run getting by himself. But he's played a very good innings. But this match is still not over. It's T20 cricket. Anything can happen. There we go. Oh, had he hit, would have been curtains. Bilal Tahir. I guess he doesn't believe in creasing the bat. Scampered through for that single.
Yeah, let's also remember in the Gulf region, cricket tends to have its own brand, with mainly because of the big subcontinental presence, mainly from Pakistan, and they tend to go very, very hard. And if we've played teams like Qatar in the past, taken a bit of a hammering, and a bit shell-shocked after being hit all around the park. And
once again,
it's exactly things like that, shots like that they pull it out of the box, and next thing you know, they're on top.
4 runs. It's been a very eventful over. It's been that type of day for Aziz Mubarak. It's been a bit up and down. Got a wicket. Bowled 2 balls down the leg side. And this is just another point for any of the young viewers watching. You could see the helmet being left behind the Malaysian wicketkeeper. If the ball does hit that, that's 5 runs. Think in a T20 game, if it's not on your head, it should be in the dugout.
Very fair point. I think runs are so crucial in this form of the game. 1 run can win you a game, 1 run can lose you a game. So yes, you're right. You shouldn't be leaving anything lying around to give them 5 runs, the opposition. So yeah, I guess well, a lot of our habits tend to be carried on from the 50-over game. T20, we wouldn't say it's a newest format. It is the newest format, but not a new game anymore. But I guess there's still a bit of catching up to do with some certain habits that we picked up from the older formats.
Yes, I think it's a mindset thing as well. I think not just the coaching staff or the analysts or the support staff, but each individual player must take responsibility for their role performance, and also for the little things like helping out the captain or telling the wicketkeeper or just being sharp in general, because fitness has improved, equipment has improved, and in a competition you got to look for every possible advantage and just be sharp, so especially in a tight game where you can decide a match by 1 run.
It's interesting how I remember the Kuwaitis turning up on the ground and going, well, doesn't look very big. But a lot of them have actually fallen victim to shots straight, which is actually the shortest boundary. So
Yeah, I think they also need to pay attention to the playing surface, because I think Kashif was the only Kuwaiti batsman thus far who really invested in patience to understand what the wicket was doing, and then build his innings on that. I think it's over the years the Indian Association wicket does help turn, but it's also a run-making paradise for batsmen who are willing to invest with patience.
Especially with his outfield as well. You get a lot of good rewards for your shots.
Oh, that's gone.
Well bowled. Pavanam Singh's bowled really well today. I think up on top and now even down there at the end. Quite smart now. He varies his pace. Saw him at the start of the game, not the start of the game, but during warm-ups, and happened to be passing by my buggy, and I heard him speaking to the other two left-arm spinners about maybe not having to get it through as fast, maybe take a bit of pace off if this was going to be a rock-hard wicket. And looks like somebody is thinking about it all the time, so it's good.
Youngster analyzing the game, thinking about his cricket. Both him and his brother, two lovely young gentlemen, both on and off the park. They're very competitive when it comes to the game, and that's exactly what you want to see. Talking about the buggy, Ashu, I've seen you on it a few times. You seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had a buggy hanging around with us, Indian Association. So I'm taking full advantage of it while it's here.
Yeah, the first day it came, myself and our coach Bilal Asad, as we affectionately call him B, we decided to have Rohan Rangaraj in the luggage carry compartment and take the buggy for a spin. That was fun.
Yeah, it's a good thing there are not two of them here. Probably be having our own little circuit.
Pawandeep Singh doing an excellent job, bowling very intelligently. I think his captain would appreciate this very much. Malaysia certainly would. He's changing up the angles all the time. It's an excellent bit of fielding, certainly saved 3 runs for the side. The Malaysian catching and outfielding has been of a very high standard. Cut down on angles and really saved a few runs on this very fast outfield. Well, that was rather agricultural.
Yes, I think left-arm spinner taking it away from you, probably not the best option. Good thing it's spun, probably. As soon as he says that, he hits it over there.
Ashan Nasir, the medium pacer, on this occasion with the bat in his hand. I think he's not going to die wandering.
Nope. And it looks like he's got the size to not die wandering. So.
Yeah, looks sturdily built. Not a believer of helmets.
We'll call that old school, I think.
Absolutely. I had a chance to speak to all the various members, some of them actually from all the teams. They all put up at the hotel facility and everybody's enjoying themselves. Singapore, of course, a wonderful destination, one of the top MICE countries in the world for having events. They seem to certainly be enjoying themselves down at the pool and visiting the restaurants. Now the cricket.
Shahadat on to bowl.
Yes.
Shahadat from our neighbouring state in Johor. Really, really pleasant chap. I've got to know him over the years. Keeps things simple. Not the most flashiest of cricketers, but gets the job done. And our man there,
Ashan Nazir
just
deposited one over the side screen with the minimum of fuss. He's come out in the mood. I tell you, I still feel this one might go down to the last over.
yeah, if he gets going, let's see how this ball goes. Oh, well, there you go. Is that going to be a catch? Oh, that's as well taken.
It's gone down straight to deep backward square leg. Fai's not going to miss those.
And that is really the key, isn't it? The fielding. They've taken had a drop chance with Shawin Minyandi, but they just hold all their catches, they cover good ground. And that's been something with Singapore. We've played Malaysia a lot over the years. And Malaysia's never really dropped their standards. They've always maintained a certain level of fielding efficiency. And that helps them a lot. And so as you can see today, I mean, that's a really good catch there by Faiz. And they've potentially removed somebody that could have maybe taken the game away from them in the end if he got going. So
Ilyas Ahmed. Walks in. Well, Malaysia will be very disappointed the game from here. It's the last wicket. Malaysia on their way to a comprehensive victory, unless something drastic happens here at the Indian Association ground.
it's all about maintaining the vibe, and good fielding does that for you. It's easy to drop heads when fielding's bad and feeling frustrated, but the vibe's always good when the team's energetic, holds their catches, good catches.
And I thought at the huddle before they took the ground, they showed some very good energy. They looked like they meant business. They really wanted to get out there and get stuck into the game, and they believed that they could pull this one off.
Yeah, I think camaraderie is good in this team. Looks like a very tight unit. Set.
Skied that one. This
would
could be
take
it.
some catching if he does. Oh,
Almost.
that would have been something quite spectacular. That would have been a drop catch. That would have been a diving catch from somebody else. So, but there was a lot of distance to cover, a bit of no man's land in that regard.
Mohammad Fitri making good ground there from deep mid-wicket. Well, he's been dispatched to short fine leg by the skipper. Virandeep Singh's now been given the duties at deep mid-wicket.
I do feel that was
It's a bit unfair.
harsh, yeah.
As we speak, Virandeep Singh gets
And
underneath.
there you go.
And he gets the wicket.
What do we know? That's it. I'm going to play netball now.
It's wonderfully done. Absolutely. Virandeep Singh made that look effortless.
Yes, the good old Ramli burger, very famous burger around these parts. If somebody caught that in the back, the famous Malaysian Ramli burger. Wouldn't you be eating too many of them, though?
Malaysia win this first game. Oh, hang on a second. I think there's one more left. Might have
There's
jumped
one
the
red
horses a
flag
bit there.
I think the Ramli burger distracted Jamal there for a minute or so.
No, it's actually been the scorer. He's put 9 wickets up there for quite some time now.
Right, okay.
But at least he's consistent. He gets one mistake in every day.
As you can see, folks, that's the time of the day when the little jokes and jabs start coming out. So, Ramli burgers on to scorers.
Number 55. Ilyas Ahmed. On strike now. And he's given him.
Very good stumping.
Brilliant bit of glove work behind the wickets. And that's the end of the match. Kuwait innings really after the captain Kashif departed.
So Malaysia winning their first game of the campaign as we watch the teams walk off. Something that Malaysia would have really wanted is to start on a high, and they've done just that. Well, Malaysia on the field today were quite remarkable in saying that they've held all the catches to a team that would have been very, very potent with the bat, and they walk off as deserved victors.
We'll join you shortly with the awards presentation. And tomorrow it's going to be 2 more exciting games, with Singapore taking on Kuwait